In this video, I'm going to show you my personal favorite tools that I've used for detailing cars exterior. And stick around because in this video, I'm going to show you a tool that saved me thousands of dollars and it's still saving me money. Alright, so the tool that you should have in your detailing arsenal is a pressure washer. I have two pressure washers, both Ryobi. This one is a 3000 PSI, 1.1 gallons per minute pressure washer. And a bonus tool when it comes to pressure washers is upgrading to a Stubby Nose pressure gun. These hold your foam cannons way better when you're detailing, so I highly recommend upgrading to one of these. In the van, I have a 1.2 gallon 1900 PSI Ryobi pressure washer, and this thing is great. It's worked great, and it's hooked up my giraffe tool reel. This is hooked up to the pressure washer that's hooked up to a little pump. Getting a pressure washer is essential for any detail. If you don't have one, you'll be wasting tons of time. Trust me, it's a good investment. Another tool that's actually kind of related to the pressure washing is actually going to be a foam cannon. So a foam cannon actually covers your car in a thick layer of foam, and it actually is more efficient when you're detailing your cars. I know people are going to ask what type of foam that I use. I like Pro Auto Shampoo or Atom Mega Foam. Atom Mega Foam is really pricey, so I don't really recommend this one if you're starting out. But Pro Auto Shampoo is just a perfect all-around shampoo. I usually add a little bit of Green Star if it's a detail that I've never done before. If it's a maintenance client, usually just the pH neutral soap does it. But if it's a detail that I'm just starting out, I use a little bit of Green Star to really loosen up the dirt, so when I go into my agitation wash, there's less chance of scratching the car. The next thing I'm actually going to recommend is 2 buckets. You may be wondering, why do I need 2 buckets? Well, one is going to be for your clean water and the other one's going to be for your dirty water. So when you get your wash mitt or your rag, after cleaning and wiping down the panel, you come over here, you rinse it, you squeegee it out, you throw it into your soap bucket, and you go back. That ensures that when you clean your mitt, there's no dirt on it or anything to scratch your paint. That's what I recommend for your exterior wash. Now let's move on to another part of an exterior detail, the decontamination part. For your decontamination wash, you actually want to put down another layer of foam just to lubricate the surface. And you want to pick up either a clay bar, a traditional clay bar as many detailers use, or the new things that are coming out, which are actually synthetic clays and clay mitts and clay gloves, things like that. These are synthetic. They're not actually as clay bar-y as the normal ones, but they still get the job done. They're not as efficient, but they won't scratch or mar your paint. That's the difference when it comes with these two. These are more mild, and you want to just add either a clay lubricant or, like I said, another layer of foam. And additionally, you want to use a before or afterwards, wherever you prefer. A lot of detailers will tell you this is the way to do it, this is the way to do it. Whatever you prefer, whatever works for you is the way to do it. You can take an iron decontaminator or an iron remover. This is a chemical that actually reacts with the paint and actually remove all the iron particulates into your paint. It's embedded in your paint, and that's what causes that sandpapery feel. And this would actually make your paint super slick and nice. For the drying stage of your exterior detail, I like to keep it very simple. I either just have a drying towel, or if the car's ceramic coating or has a protection on it, I have this leaf blower here that just dries it like crazy. I mean, this Ryobi one was about, I don't know, it came with the deal and it was very cheap. And these right here are 29 bucks for 2 towels. 2 towels for 21 bucks. These are great. These are twisted loop. So if you get up close here, you can see that these are actually twisted loops. So these are the best drying towels when it comes to drying your car. These absorb the most. These are the best for that. They don't scratch your car. Just be wary of any leather towels. Those will scratch your car. I know those are really popular and a lot of people like to use them. Do not use those. They'll scratch your car. So just keep the drying stage very simple. And now let's move on to the polishing stage, another part of your exterior detail. Stay tuned because there's going to be a bonus tool in here that saved me thousands of dollars while I'm mobilely detailing. For the polishing stage, this is probably the most complex and oversaturated, over talked about, over tutorialized, over everything you can find on YouTube. You will be confused. The only tip I have to give you that's worked for me is just polish your car, just polish cars and find what works, because every other car detailer is going to tell you this, it's going to tell you these pads, it's going to tell you these chemicals, this polisher, this way, direct sunlight. It's all confusing and it's a learning process. The only way to learn is to actually start polishing your car. But I'll give you what I used as a detailer, as a professional detailer for more than 2 years now. Let's go. So I bought polishers exclusively from Harbor Freight because they've lasted, they don't break on me, and they're cheap. I bought this one for $64. It's good. It's a dual action. I recommend only getting a dual action for now to learn. Then maybe you can use the rotary. I know there's a lot of myths about the rotary. I have this one that's a forced action one, so this one doesn't spin. This one's on a forced axis. And these both have lasted me very well, and I've used them on professional clients, on Teslas, on everything. For the chemicals, I like to keep my things simple. The one that I've used the most is 3D speed, because most clients are just gonna want a paint enhancement. They're not gonna want a full 3-step correction. And this one gets the job done, man. It makes the cars look great. I've used it on Jeeps, on Teslas, on everything. Like I said, there's all these chemicals here from Kosh Chemi, Card Pro. Just find what works. What I recommend is finding the correct pads and finding the pads that work with the chemicals. So that's what mostly it is, finding the paint depth, all that. So I like these Kosh Chemi with these SPTA pads that I got on Amazon. They've worked pretty good. I use it on this car to ceramic coat it. And basically, the only tip I have to give you is just polish your car and don't overcomplicate things. That's the best way to learn and to actually get into paint correction. After polishing your car, the thing you're going to want to do is protect the car, because you just freshly polished it. You don't want it to get scratched again. There's many options available. You have synthetic sealants, more synthetic ceramics, and waxes. I don't have a wax here, but the number one protection that you're going to have is ceramic coatings. And these are obviously the most expensive and the most time consuming, the most hard to do, but these are going to be the best. So I have right here Inspiration Legend by PNS. This one's a 5-year protection. So I've put this on this car, applied the ceramic coating on this car, and it's worked magically. Of course, you have to learn how to apply the ceramic coating, but a ceramic coating is a tip to mobile detailers who are looking at this video and want to know how to make a little bit more money. A quick upsell that I like to do to clients is if they have a little bit of foggy headlights, I'll tell them that after polishing a car, people are going to look at the headlights and see, well, they're ugly. One thing that you can do is upsell them a headlight restoration, and it'll look way better when the car is finished. Stay tuned, because the bonus tool is going to be worth the wait. The last tool in your detailing arsenal that I can't stress enough, do not cheap out on this, is rags. Yes, detailing towels. So I have exclusively, almost from only the rag company with a few exceptions. Do not cheap out on your towels. These help you out tremendously. My interior towels, they absorb so much that I don't have to be switching out these dirty old towels that I used to get from Walmart. They don't last. You don't know, look at, they're ripped. They get ripped, they don't last. They end up costing you more money. So I instead get these nice premium, high quality from the rag company. These towels, I have tons of them. Let's fill the towels, let's fill the towels. Come over here. This is filled with towels. Some of those are filled with towels. I love detailing towels, and do not cheap out on detailing towels. Now what's next is the bonus tool that saved me thousands of dollars in damages, in time, in efficiency, and you're gonna want to stick around to find out. Let's go. The bonus tool is a water deionizer. This has saved me so much time, so much effort dealing with water spots. You can't even imagine. I would pay 3 times what I paid right here. This is from Spot Free Water Systems. They're great people. I know the resin is a little expensive, but this one's rated for 4,000 gallons, coming out at almost $5 65 gallons. That's cheap. That's good, and this saves you time and efficiency while you're detailing. You don't have to, especially if the heat, like here in Madera, California, it gets up to triple digits, 117, 120 sometimes. It's ridiculous here. It's so hot, but this thing has saved me so much time. I can't stress enough how much I recommend this. If you're a mobile detailer, if you're a weekend warrior, if you do it by yourself, whatever it is, man, get yourself a smaller or whatever it is. It'll save you time. You'll appreciate it. So that's it. You found out everything I use on an exterior detail, everything from my pressure washer to my rags to my polishers. I hope you found this video helpful and informational. If you did, drop a like, drop a comment, share this to your friends, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, if you want, check out my Instagram for more weekly tips and daily tips.